Good day, all. How are you doing? It is nice to see you all. Only four of you so far, but it's really nice to see you anyway. We'll have more soon. How's everyone doing? Hope, of course, that you're all doing absolutely fantastic and feeling extremely groovy. Who is feeling groovy? I bet you all of you are feeling pretty groovy. I'm having my clementines here. So if it seems like I'm preoccupied doing something, I'm peeling clementines. Tojo is doing really groovy. That's good to hear. There's someone who's not doing so groovy this morning, and it breaks my heart to inform you of that. The person I left to have delivered last night, well, I'll tell you the story of that here in a little bit. Of course, I was being attacked last night in my live stream, nonstop, and I mean heavily attacked. God protected you. Well, for some reason, I don't know why, but Alina last night was not protected. I'll get to that in a minute. So it's good to see you all. We got 12 people. Smash away at the like button. Good to see you too, Lauren. Jersey City Joe, good to see you, buddy. $15 people. Let's keep it moving. Smash away at the like button. There's RJ and Victoria, Kitty the cat, Mitchell and Brandon, and Aligi is here. Even more, we got 20 people here, so there's more than I'm seeing. Smash, smash, smash away. There's Nella. Good early morning from Montana. YouTube for fun. DA. Reading the book of Daniel. Very cool. I'm absolutely fuming at the evil ones this morning. I normally, they do what they do, and I don't let it get me worked up. But any of you who were here last night when I was streaming, heavy attack, one after another, kept taking me down, attacking my internet here. So finally we get back on, and the stream was going good finally after, I don't know, 5 heavy attacks, something like 5 attacks. They took me down. We finally got going again. And then one of the members in the stream alerted me that she was suffering benzo withdrawal. So, as that is a serious emergency, and I mean a serious emergency, I ended the stream and I went to have her delivered immediately. Okay, I tried my best. Wouldn't you know it, the evil ones attacked us again. They attacked us twice. And the second time successfully took me down and wouldn't let me back online. So I never got the job done. And poor Alina, who was counting on me to get her delivered last night, well, I haven't heard from her yet. I had to give up and go to bed eventually. It was like 1 a.m. Internet was down. I couldn't get it to go again. Was I ever angry at the evil ones? Oh boy, was I angry. So I'm waiting to hear from her right now. I don't know if she was literally in withdrawal. She was in benzo withdrawal, which if any of you who if you don't know what that means, there's nothing worse, okay, in the world. There's literally nothing worse than benzo withdrawal. Nothing. So if anybody sees Alina in the chat, alert me immediately, and I'm going to end the live stream and go to her immediately. So anyway, that's how the evening went, unfortunately. Decoder, I just watched your video about leaving the wilderness. Been in isolation for nearly a decade, fighting against Satanism and have faced severe attacks. Well, what do we know about severe attacks, Decoder? What do we know about being attacked like that? Now, I'm not talking about your internet. I'm talking about you. So internet, that can be attacked anytime. The infrastructure belongs to the evil ones. Okay, they literally own that. But I'm talking about witchcraft attacks or demons getting at you or anything like that. What do we know about those attacks when they're happening and they're getting through? What does that tell you? The chat is just still, so I'm hoping we're not being attacked again here. No, Maverick, it does not mean you're on the right path. Try again. That's definitely not what it means. You have an open door. That's what it means. Thank you, Tracy. Thank you. That's exactly what it means. Does not mean you're on the right path at all. It means you have to get on the right path, is what it means. Out of alignment. Something wrong. Something not, you're not being fully obedient. That is correct, everybody. So, Decoder, we need to understand what it is you're doing that's causing the problem. What is causing the problem? What do you think it is? You've been fighting against Satanism. You shouldn't have to be fighting at all against Satanism. The Lord should be taking care of that for you. And He will, if you're being obedient. So, how are you being disobedient is what the question is here this morning. And once we discover what that is, you can close that door, as Tracy so eloquently put it. You have an open door, and you can close it and say goodbye to the attacks for good. But you're not going to pray it away. Okay? You don't have to fight against it. That's not the way it works. You have to get obedient and let the Lord fight your battle for you. That is right, Tracy. So my students here are doing very, very well at understanding this. Everyone is getting the hang of this now. Good morning, Ryan. Good morning. Chink in the armor. That's right. That is correct. God gave me the vision to see their evil. The scope of it is so monolithic, it's frightening. Can't put my head in the sand to ignore it. People are being hurt. Decoder, we still are you hearing me? Are you hearing me? How are you being disobedient? That's the question. The evil, we know the evil exists, okay? The evil's going to exist no matter what. You want to blame external sources, you need to look inside and see what you're doing. You are the issue here. You are the issue. What are you doing? Forget external sources. The evil's going to be there no matter what you do. Okay? The evil's going to be there no matter what you do. What can you do in order to get obedient so that God will close this door and you will no longer suffer these attacks, is the question. So, what are you doing? Tell me. I'm sure you know. Well, you might not, I suppose, but you probably know. But it's probably something you want to keep doing. So that's why you're avoiding the question. Tell me what it is you're doing. Are you still smoking, drinking, playing video games? There's so many things it could be. What are you still doing? So I get the chat set to once every 60 seconds today. So you'll have to wait 60 seconds from your last comment, and you can comment again. Billy Graham was very good at what he did. No question about it. So, Decoder, we're waiting to hear from you. How are you being disobedient? That still did not answer my question. Too much time on the internet. Doing what? Doing what? If you want me to help you, you have to tell me what you're doing. I've tried to live a normal life, but I've been betrayed and sabotaged. Much pain. That's not how it works. It's not how it works. I've tried to be good, but I can't be good. Someone else keeps attacking me. That's what you're saying. Take responsibility for your actions, or life's not going to get any better for you. It's that simple. I haven't got a rose garden here for you. There's no rose garden. It's as simple as this: become obedient or suffer the consequences. Now, one more time. What are you doing? It's too much time on the internet is too vague and is avoiding the question. What are you doing on the internet? And your topic comes up. Okay, there's something else, Decoder. There's something else. And if you're a follower of Jesus, what you're describing doing is a waste of time. Is a waste of time. It's probably not the thing that's getting you attacked. If first of all, I need to understand how you're being attacked, because you've been totally deceived. What you're describing is not how things work. Okay, you're trying to make yourself a poor little victim, but you're not a poor little victim. This system is perfect that the Lord created. And if you're being attacked, you are doing something to deserve it. It's simple as that. It doesn't work any other way ever. Okay, this is my specialty. This is what I do. if you're being attacked and it's the attacks are getting at you, you are doing something to deserve it. 100%, I'd bet my entire life on it. There's no other way around it. That's how it is. That's totally how it is. So if you want it to stop, you're going to have to start being honest about what you're doing. What is it you're doing? You got to be doing something. Or you have items in your home that the Lord is not happy with. One or the other. One or the other. Perhaps you have items in your home. No, 9 to 5 slavery is not something the Lord does to you for disobedience. No, 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 no. He's not going to do something that goes totally against his plan for you. That's against his plan for you. He wouldn't do that. Things he will do is a bedbug infestation, a physical ailment, a leaky roof, a broken down car. Those things he'll do. It does, doesn't it, Cully? It does. Morning, Brandon. God already working through my heart. I know the meeting with you will help me get delivered and be able to serve the Lord. Well, I hope that's the case, Ryan. I'm really hoping and your topic, I'm not sure what you mean by my topic comes up, Diane. What do you mean by that? Put people that are bad in your life. No, he's not going to bring bad people in your life. No. No, you don't know how the Lord operates if you're asking me that question. That is not how the Lord operates at all. It has my body wanting it. My video shouldn't make you want weed. If you watch my video, I don't say anything good about weed. I definitely didn't say a single good thing about it. So I can't imagine how it would make you want it. The video is designed to make you want to stop. Back to decoder. I want to help you. There we go. You're decoder. It's not that hard to you've well, it's very complicated and hard to speak in these short messages. You just made your ability to tell me what's going on a lot less by even typing that. What do you need to tell me that for? That wasted two lines of your text that you have. You wasted it saying that. Like, why not use that to tell me what you're doing? You know what you're doing. I know it because you're avoiding it. That's how I know that you know what you're doing. You just don't want to address it because you want to keep doing it. You're playing video games or watching anime, or you've got something in your home that you don't want to get rid of, or you're masturbating, or I don't know, it's something. It's something like that. Embrace the light. Not oh, this topic. You mean my title? If you would have said title, I would know what you meant. My topic. Okay, yes. Sorry, Diane. I understand what you mean now. Embrace the light, not the darkness, for sure. For sure. What you said in the video, not meaning my body wants it in a good way. Well, no, I just went by what you said. I watched your video on weed and it has my body wanting it. That's what you typed, dude. I can only go by what you typed. I just watched your video on weed and it has my body wanting it. Not just my mind. The weed nowadays is bad. I can only go by what you typed. That's what you said. Like you said in the video, the weed now is so addictive and it will have your body wanting it. And yes, it's physically addictive now. Completely. Completely. But I started reading the Bible. Then I decided to do drugs like 2 years ago. Then I get closer after that or during that. But now I reached the point of ruin. So that's why I went back. Hello, Mr. Jeffrey. Hello, Pam TJ. Nice to see you. Years ago. Then I got closer. I got closer. I don't even know what that means. When you say you're being attacked, Decoder, what kind of attacks are you receiving? What kind of things are happening that you're interpreting as attacks? You say you're fighting Satanism and everything, and what kind of attacks are getting at you? I don't understand what kind of things are happening. What's happening to you? And by the way, going online and making memes and meme warfare, that isn't fighting against anything. That isn't fighting against anything. That's causing you a spiritual mess, probably, but it isn't. It isn't fighting against anything. You can do that all day long, and guess how much effect you'll have? That much. A big old zero. A big old zero. It's going to do nothing. It's going to do nothing. You have family. Okay. And what tangible change have you made with your meme warfare? Do you think you've actually made any kind of change with that? You haven't done a single thing. They're laughing at you because you're wasting your time. Instead of focusing on yourself and your own life, they've taken your attention and you're focusing all your energy towards something completely useless. Completely useless. You are no match for the evil ones. They're going to continue on whether you do what you're doing or not. You're not having any effect. Zero. Zero effect. Zero effect, my friend. I'm not saying your intentions aren't noble, but the amount of effect you're having, zero. That's how much effect you're having. Your memes are doing nothing. Nothing at all. Not a single thing. They laugh at them. They find them amusing. They literally find them amusing when they see them. That's how much effect they're having. Stay away from reading Carl Jung and the Red Book and spend your time reading this Black Book. That's my thoughts. That's my thoughts. Stuck experiencing stagnation since 2019 and in despair. Thank you. Well, you're in isolation. You're in isolation, Chibble. So believe it or not, I'm going to say congratulations. Going to say congratulations. It's actually better news than you realize. It seems bad, but it's not. It's not. I don't recognize your name, so I'm thinking you're new. So if you're new, that's also good news. It means the Lord just sent you here. Made them angry. No, you haven't. You've made them laugh at you. Decoder, take it from one who knows they're laughing at you because all your focus is going to that rather than focusing on your own life and advancing your own progress. You're wasting your time and energy. I promise you 100% you are. They don't get mad at you. They don't care what you do. They own all the infrastructure. They own all the corporations. They are billionaires. They don't care about you. They don't care about you. If they did, they'd squish you like a bug. They'd squish you like a bug if they cared about you. You don't understand how things work. They would squish you like a bug. True. So you're completely wrong about everything. You're so deceived, it's sad to see. So deceived. Back to Chibble or Chibi. Looks like two eyes at the end. What? No, maybe I don't know. Is that Chibi or Chibble? Chibi. Don't know how to say it. If you are new here, that is also good news. Tyrone the Ratchet. I don't have any thoughts on the rapture. I don't discuss it because there's no sense. It's not productive. And no emojis, please. No emojis. Chibi, if you're new, that's good news. It means the Lord sent you here. Yay, let's celebrate. That's good news. If he sent you here, Chibi, okay? Sent you here to learn about the process you're going through. You've been put in isolation so you can learn. Basically, you're in school. You call it stagnation. It's not stagnation. It's actually in school. Okay, that's where you are. And guess who your teacher is? That's the real good part. Guess who your teacher is? The Most High God. He's teaching you a variety of things to get you ready for your purpose. It's good news. It's very good news. It's not bad news at all that I have for you. I have very good news for you. I don't know when it's going to happen, but if the Lord sent you here, oh, it's probably looking good. You're probably getting close. That means you're probably about to be released. Now, I don't want to promise this part because I don't know how long it'll be. That I can't tell you. I was in isolation for 10 years. You've been there for 6, by what you're describing. Depending on how much you're fighting against it, you could be done. 6 years, I've heard of people getting out in 6 years. So the Lord will isolate you for a long time. He's got a purpose for you. And I probably don't even have to check if you're one of the chosen. Obviously you are, if he's isolated you since 2019, and what you're describing is for sure. You've been isolated and you're in school. You're a chosen one. Do you know what it means, Chibi, to be a chosen one? Have you heard? You must have heard that on YouTube. It's very unlikely the Lord would have let you go all this time, isolated you 6 years ago, and didn't make sure you were educated on what a chosen one was. Really very much doubt that. That's how you knew to come here, because you know what a chosen one is. And you found this channel and you're like, oh, he talks about that. I got to go there. Is that the case? Because Tyrone, you don't know about the rapture any more than I do when it's going to happen. No one does. No one does. While you're wasting your time talking about that, you could be talking about something productive. That's not productive. Forget about it. It's going to happen when it happens. What you need to do is get yourself in alignment with God, get obedient so that when it does happen, you got a chance to be one of the ones that goes. If you're focused on it, that's not going to help your chances. That's going to decrease your chances. Focus on getting obedient with God. Forget about when the rapture's coming. Forget about it, period. Focus on God. That's it. That's all you want to focus on. Not when the rapture is going to happen and all these questions everybody's debating every day. It's a waste of time. Complete waste of time. There's nothing productive about it. Not a thing. Yeah, no one even knows what's going to happen. No one even knows what's going to happen. It is a time waster, is all it is. Don't even focus on it. Think about how you can please God today. What can you do to make God happy? That's where your focus needs to go. Not anywhere else. It needs to go on what you can do to make God happy. And you don't have to discern really the Holy Spirit conviction, Mitchell. When the Holy Spirit convicts you of something, you'll know. You'll feel like garbage. You won't feel good. You'll know. We are all blessed because the creator of the universe has decided to intervene in our lives. That's right. It's good news when you realize you're in school. So Chibi, that's the question here. Do you know that you're a chosen one? Do you know what that means? Yes, Ryan, I see all the comments, but I'm trying to talk to someone else at the moment. Joel Osteen and the prosperity wealth preachers, I don't care for them. I don't care for those guys at all. Good morning, Audrey. She's on the wall. I took the 2 that I had down 2 days later. I found out my husband was worshiping there at the picture. Oh, that's bad news. That's all bad. But having the pictures in the first place was a problem anyway. Okay, it was a problem anyway. But the fact he was doing that is far worse. Far worse. 7810. Good morning. I missed your comment. Sorry. Yes, it's very bad. You obviously came from a Catholic background. You've been deceived. Do not have pictures of Jesus Christ or any saint. And don't say any other saint. Jesus Christ is not a saint. He's the Son of God. Jesus Christ is not a saint. He's the Son of God. What you're saying is blasphemous, and you're going to end up with a fly infestation or bed bugs or something just for saying such a thing. Do not say that. And there's another thing I'm going to bring up. Someone you used to know saying Grand Rising. Somebody's deceived you and made you scared to say good morning to people. You don't have to be scared to say good morning. Grand Rising is part of this new liberal movement. You sound like a liberal when you say Grand Rising. That's a liberal thing. The ones that want everything to be about racism. They want every last thing to be about racism, racism, racism. That's where that whole Grand Rising thing comes from. Say good morning like everyone always has. It's fine. There's nothing wrong with it. You're allowed to say good morning. Good morning. It's not about that. It's if somebody did that in the past, okay, they shouldn't have. That's evil. But that's not what the term means. It just means have a good morning. You're allowed to say it. There's nothing wrong with it. Didn't mean it that way. You are right. It was not intentional. Okay, yeah, you said any other saint. So what you said in that comment was that Jesus is a saint, and he is definitely not. So as long as you know, that's good. My sister says Grand Rising too. That's what she said too. It was good morning. No, that is she must be listening to the liberals. She's listening to the liberals who want to get a race war going. That's what that's all about. Everything is about racism to them. Every last thing is about racism. They're probably listening to things about critical race theory and all that garbage too. The worst scourge that the black community ever suffered is the idea of critical race theory. What a bunch of foolishness that is. It's terrible. No, it's just that it's what the liberals are saying because they're saying good morning was something slave owners said because I don't know they'd kill one of the slaves or something, and then they'd go by the other slaves and they'd say good morning as in MOURNING. You're all mourning the death of that person I killed. Ha ha, laughing at them. If this ever happened, I don't know. But if it did, okay, that's evil. But it doesn't mean when you say good morning that that's what you're saying to people. You're wishing them to have a good morning, the AM, the morning. That's all it means, right? That's right. Aliki, I don't know how to say your name, unfortunately. Good day, good morning, good evening. You're wishing the person to have a good evening or morning or whatever it is. That's it. Doesn't need to be complicated. There's nothing evil about saying good morning. Grand Rising would be fine if it wouldn't have been the thing that the liberals latched onto to say that anything else is being racist. Everything's being racist. No matter what you say, they find a way how you're being racist. They claim that math is racist. This professor from a university went on CNN claiming that math was racist. No, sorry, he went on Fox. It wasn't CNN, it was Fox. And the person interviewing him said, okay, you have to explain to me, how is math racist? And I promise you, he said this. He said, well, you could use math to count the slaves. So therefore, it's racist. This is a professor teaching people in a university. Said, math can be used to count slaves. Therefore, math is racist. And the guy interviewing him just went, oh, no, you didn't say that. Like, whoa. He didn't even want to interview him no more. It's like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? And he went deeper into it. He went way deep into why math was racist. Like, oh man, they're hopeless. They're hopeless. So when I hear anything that comes out of these people about racism, I just cringe. Does racism exist? Of course it does. It always has and always will to a degree. But focusing on it 24 hours a day and calling every last thing that happens racism is really not helpful. is really not helpful. Not at all. So I'm against racism myself. I mean, completely. I don't agree with racism. Of course not. Have I ever done a racist thing in my life? There's a couple things I guess I could say I could convict myself of. Yes. In general, I'm really not a racist person at all. I'm honestly not. I don't really have a racist bone in my body. There was a couple times when I was in poor neighborhoods as a repo man where I kept getting threatened by the black community because that's just who was in this neighborhood I was in. And I got threatened by several of them many times for just even being there. And they would say to me, hey, white boy, what you doing in our neighborhood? And there was a couple times when I felt a little racist against them for that because they were attacking me for being white. So other than that, I've never had any issue with black people or brown people. I guess we can call people like Middle Eastern, like they say they're brown people. Asian people, I don't have any problem with anybody. I like everybody. I'm good. So never mind, this grand rising is a liberal term to accuse you of being racist. That's what it is. Is it bad being cautious because of some stereotypes? Or because of everyday incidents? Being cautious is always good. I'm not really sure what to say to that. It's being cautious is good. Try to be respectful to everybody. Dark skin, they call themselves black people, so white and black people. That's what I don't mean anything when I say it. That's what they say. Right? I'm honestly not racist. I'm not racist whatsoever. I get black friends, Indian friends, Middle Eastern friends, Asian friends. It don't matter. It don't matter to me. It really don't. It's right, Ryan. Ever since COVID, everybody is offended all the time about everything. Everybody's looking for a reason to be offended. It's such a waste of time. Song was on my spirit. I listened. A favorite pastor's Sunday service video recommend on YouTube. Yeah, the Lord will definitely use songs to speak to people for sure. Thoughts on viewing dreams? What do you mean by viewing dreams? I have no idea what that even means. I don't sleep very much. No. There's Alina. Okay. Okay, one sec. I've just heard from Alina, so that's good. Um, okay. I feel a little better knowing that she's trying to sleep, and yeah, she understands that we just got attacked, and I got awakened. Yeah, I sure did. Well, you can't awaken me anymore. I am completely awake to everything that's going on, and what a big old mess it truly is. It's quite unbelievable, actually. It's really quite astonishing when you fully understand what is really taking place. Whew. It's all I can say. It's all I can say. Never said we weren't sinners saved by grace. Never said none of that. Chosen one does not mean you're not a sinner saved by grace. Doesn't mean that at all. You are a sinner as a chosen one. Absolutely. Same as everybody else. You are an imperfect, flawed human, just like everyone else. The only ones who are perfect are the cats. The only ones perfect are the cats. That's why we should embrace the cats. That needs to go. And unauthorized. What exactly are you all about? With the flower of life. Well, you're quite a poet there, unauthorized. But don't be coming in here with messages that no one can read except yourself. Do I have any admins here? I don't think I have any admins. I'm the only person that can do anything right now. And Aliki, Alakai, whatever, no emojis. No emojis. Kathy chats. I didn't notice you used one too. No emojis, please. Sleep without thinking of anything. Yep, I guess I have to. There's no admins here. There's no mods. Sorry, why is that? Because they're silly and they're sigils. So don't use them, please. Use English words. There's nothing sillier than an emoji. It's ridiculously childish. Oh, okay. Sorry, read that. Thank you, old channel. Seems perfectly reasonable. What's Greenlight Bagod saying? Mr. Buzz, as an African American, could offer a cultural perspective on why some use a grand rising if allowed. Feel free. Go ahead. Go ahead. But that's what the liberals say. That's why they've got everybody doing it. I've already heard it right from the source, right from them. They have banned the term good morning. You're not allowed to say it now. It's politically incorrect. I'm so tired of political correctness, it makes me want to vomit. I'm tired of it. It's silly. There's another one. Do not type things nobody can understand. I don't even know what that is. So please stop typing it. Stop putting it there. Okay, disciple, you're done. Bye bye. And actually, unauthorized, you get one more chance. If you type something again I don't like, I'm removing you as well. So you have been warned. Political correctness is censorship. It's silly. It's ridiculous. Going around trying to be politically correct so you don't offend somebody. It's ridiculous. We don't do it here. We speak truth. We speak biblical truth. And that's it. If people don't like biblical truth, don't come here. Go elsewhere. Yeah, that's what I'm guessing. It's people are going to come in here with their liberal ideas. They're not going to get far. No, I don't play any day, Victoria. I think everybody knows that. It's my channel. No one else owns it but me. So the Lord owns it. The Lord has authorized me to do this. So I prefer whatever one a person wants to read. That's which Bible is such another waste of time. Why are you focused on silly questions like that? That is such a waste of time. Figure out something more important to focus on. Goodbye. I'm not even going to read all your comment. I got the first few words. That's enough of you. Have a nice day. Don't let the door hit you in the butt on the way out. Good statement, Ryan. That's correct. Right on, Tojo. Have some pine needle tea. Good for you. It's good for you. Well, I don't know what they think they're gonna accomplish coming in here trying to interrupt like that. He's a self-righteous man, blah 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 blah. No, self-righteous, nothing to do with it. It's I ain't putting up with that. That's all. I'm here with a mission, and we're teaching. We're doing what we got to do. I'm not going to waste my energy on that stuff. So, who has a reasonable question or something reasonable to say? I'm all ears. I wouldn't get far if I tolerated that stuff here. They would walk all over me if I let it happen. It's not happening. is mad. Nobody wants to hear liberal. No, I certainly don't. They're the reason the world is the way it is. So we're not letting them contaminate this place. What can we do for you, Ariel? What can we do for you? Well, that's a question only the Lord can answer, Rab 7. I would take that question to God. That's above my pay grade. I can't answer that one for you. That's a question for only God to answer. I wouldn't even try. I'd be speculating and I'd get it wrong. Look at that. Already the devil's digital hand has turned off my audio. Wow. Wild. Can you be Aaliyah, please? Good morning, but no emojis, please. If I'm not mistaken, it's even biblical to be bold and straightforward. Did you ever see Jesus in the Gospels take any guff from anybody? The Gospels I read, Jesus he's hardcore, man. He don't mess around. He went into the temple and started flipping tables over. Okay, he's not just everybody wanting me to be all soft and gushy. That's not what Jesus was. I wouldn't mess with Jesus Christ. No way. Right? No possible way I'd mess with him. He was definitely straightforward and bold and taught to be the same way. You're not supposed to be mean and nasty, but you're not supposed to be a pushover or a wimp. Okay, we're supposed to stand up in the face of evil and injustice. We're not supposed to sit down and take it. That's not what the Gospels teach. So it's not happening here. If people want me to do that, sorry, you're going to be disappointed. Well, greenlit by God, I'd have to meet you and assess if you're suitable for the job or not. So all I can say is email me and I will arrange a meeting whenever I can. I don't know when that'll be because I am swamped at this time. And yes, we got someone. All right, so I got to make sure I get everybody. There's a question about schizophrenia. Where'd that go? And okay, Adam, hang on, sit tight. We're coming back to you. Ariel was ahead of you. Dated an ex-boyfriend who I was in love with. It was just rocky, and but he said he wanted to marry me and have kids, but I chose my husband. Okay, Ariel. For years, I've had dreams about my ex. I was 18 when I made that decision. It's always in these dreams that I'm searching for him, and I eventually find him in a state of disarray. I let it go. And she's an ellipsis, so there's more. Itchy back. It was very strange and confusing, but it felt extremely significant. God bless you all. It was nice being here for a while. God bless you too. Have a nice day. So we're waiting for the last of the story here from Ariel. Well, we got to get the full story before we even know what to say. You're jumping the gun there, Jesse. We don't have the whole story yet. There's an ellipsis. That means there's more coming. Wait for the whole story before you comment. You can't comment before you know everything. We're waiting on the last of it. Not at the moment, punk. If you can tell, I'm addressing another person right now who asked for help. I let it go, but everybody is me. I'm in the middle of one. Wait till I complete that one, and then you can come at me with another one. I can't do two at once. I let it go, but he always comes back in my dreams, and I'm always searching for him in my dreams. When I find him, it's like he confesses that he's never stopped loving me. I haven't seen this man. Okay. There's no ellipsis at the end of this one. So is that the end of what you're telling me? How can I help you? What is it you need? What is it you need? I don't get it. It sounds like you're having regrets that you picked your husband instead of this guy. If that's the case, it's really too late. You married your husband and you didn't marry that guy. So you need to get that out of your head and focus on your husband and bringing him to God because you're unevenly yoked with him. So you made a mistake. You made a mistake for sure anyway because you're unevenly yoked. And we know that from past conversations. This other guy is so far in the past, it's really irrelevant. It's completely irrelevant now. Don't have regrets. That's the weird thing. I never think about them. Well, it's not God giving you these dreams. That's not the Lord. Okay, that is not the Lord. You know that's the evil one making those dreams happen. Right? It's probably the evil one trying to put something in your mind to push you towards a divorce or something. So again, your solution to all of it is to somehow get your husband to believe in Jesus Christ so you can be evenly yoked with him. None of this would be happening if you were evenly yoked. None of it would be taking place. It's all a symptom of being unevenly yoked. Every last thing is happening to you. That's why. So yeah, it's all related to being unevenly yoked to your husband. You're married to a non-believer. That's a big problem. It's a big problem. He's sanctified through you, and your kids are holy. That's what the scripture says. But still, where you've become one flesh, his actions of being a non-believer are affecting everything about you. So that's what's happening. Okay, that's what's happening. You're one flesh with a non-believer. That's your issue. And it'll always be your issue until you change it. And I know it's not easy to change because he doesn't want to change. He needs to understand that he's affecting you. It's just like a girl that was here last night, Marissa. Same problem, except he's actually a believer, but a very, not even lukewarm. He's not even barely warm. He believes and does nothing about it. Just ignores God totally. Well, Punk, you're a little bit impatient. I'm still dealing with Ariel. And you're asking me to just leave the conversation I'm having to run to you. Man, I'm telling you, people, you got to be more patient. Can you address my question? Not while I'm in the middle of helping somebody else. I can't know. And the question is not something that is an emergency. Can I be restricted from working jobs? Restricted by who? What do you mean restricted from working jobs? I don't even know what that means. You're trying to distract me, obviously. Yes, you are. Wow. Your picture reminds me of Black Sabbath's first album cover. And then you've got a picture of the most demonic looking thing, a video of the most demonic looking thing I've ever seen. Why are you here? Why are you here, punk? I get to call you punk. I know. Why are you here, punk? To distract me and cause a problem? Speak now or get evicted. Yeah, do you feel lucky, punk? Speak now. You're about to be evicted. Why are you here? That video, you should see the video on his page, folks. Nothing more demonic have I ever seen. It's a picture of basically a skeleton with a cross, and he's holding a sword. It's completely demonic. He's searching. I don't know about that. I'm not sure about that. Lauren, stop with the emojis. You definitely know better. You know better by now. Yes, now, Lauren, you'll get put in a timeout. You're a regular, but I can still put you in a timeout if you do that again. No more emojis. And when Tojo tells you the rules, listen to Tojo. We don't have many rules. It's the only one we have, really. That and be respectful. It's the only rule we got. Don't tell him to chill. Don't tell anybody to chill. Okay, so Punk, first of all, your name. Second of all, that video. Why have you got that video on your page? Jesus saved you, then he must have sent you here then, okay? So he sent you here so I can tell you, you got to change that picture. Absolutely. Tyrone the Ratchet. What does your page look like? Okay, your page looks fine. You got a family picture there or something. That looks all good. Okay, so you haven't got the same issue. You, I think, are totally fine. Punk, you got to do something about what you got on your page. Excuse me. I know why people use emojis. They shouldn't, because the elites laugh at us for using little pictures like children. That's why we shouldn't use them, Michael. Because the people who gave them to us laugh at us like we're little kids because we can't even speak in actual words. And you know what? They're right. It's pretty it you need to stop doing it. Emojis are not cool. Not at all. They're very silly. Do you want to be considered an intellectual? Emojis are not the way to do it. You're not going to look like an intellectual using emojis. So, Punk, can you change some things? Can you change your name first of all? Punk is not a good way to represent yourself. Yes, Ariel, they're nightmares for sure. But it's the reason they're happening is the more important aspect. Nightmares don't happen for no reason. Nightmares happen for a reason. And you know what the reason is. The reason is you're unevenly yoked to somebody. That is the problem. That's the root of all the problems that you experience. It's always the same reason. You're unevenly yoked. That's always the issue. To be honest, old channel, I wouldn't be very impressed about it either. I really wouldn't. I wouldn't be very impressed about it either. No, I have to admit. That I will agree with. I can't say you're wrong about that. Ah, there we have a mod finally. Excellent. So just keep in mind, Shofar Girl, we want to give everyone a chance. We're not just booting people real quick. I want to, anybody who misbehaves, give me one chance to talk with them and see what they're about. I will give you the okay if they need to be booted. But we are trying to be as reasonable with people as we can. We're trying to bring them into the light. We've already had a couple that did have to be booted, though. No, they come without choice. You're not making the nightmares. You're not creating the nightmares, but they're coming because of you being unevenly yoked. It's all about that. That's why the devil is attacking you, and that's why the Lord is allowing it. That's why the Lord is allowing it, because you've got something out of alignment, and it's big time out of alignment. You're unevenly yoked to a man. That is the problem. So, Ariel, think about it this way. You know the scripture that says you and him are one flesh, right? So everything that he is suffering in the world because of his lack of faith is on your shoulders right now. You're one flesh with him. So whatever his status with the Lord is, your status is with the Lord. It's the same. Even though you're the believer, you're one flesh with him. He's a non-believer. So it's bad for you just because of him. That's the problem. That's what I'm trying to explain. Unevenly yoked means she's a believer in God. He's not. She's married to someone who doesn't believe. That's a problem for her because God considers married people to be one flesh. They're the same person. You lose your individuality when you get married. You are your spouse. Your spouse is you. You're one flesh, meshed together. And if you're unevenly yoked, that just means one's a believer, one's not. That's a problem. That's a problem. Yeah, we know you're innocent. No one's saying you're not. But if what he's saying is if he went into a chat like this and caught his wife speaking like you are right now, he'd be upset. And I have to say, if I was married and I found my wife doing this in a chat, I would be upset too. And I think if I can see it's not going to stop. The attack's still coming. They're attacking my internet here. It's not YouTube or anything. It's my internet being attacked. They've been doing it ever since last night. It's been constant. That's like, I don't know, that's about the 10th attack. Unbelievable. Under attack big time. Okay, Punk, I don't know if you've heard anything because we got attacked again. No, it's been going on since yesterday, and it happened last night in the middle of a deliverance session, old channel. A person who's in benzo withdrawal, who needs deliverance badly. Do you think the Lord is going to attack a video chat when I'm trying to deliver somebody on benzos? I don't think so. No. It's been happening since it's about the 10th time. It's nothing to do with what I'm preaching. It's the evil. Go again. Oh my. We're under attack, folks. We're under attack. We're under attack big time. It's not technical difficulties. It's an all-out attack. They've been attacking my internet since yesterday. constantly. It happened over and over and over and over. They just won't stop. It's just constant. It's really getting annoying now. It's been happening steady since last night, and you think all of a sudden now it's a different person. It's not the same one that's been doing it over and over. It's all of a sudden it's old channel. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? It's not just you. It's an attack, I promise you. It's been happening since last evening. Punk, I don't know if you heard anything I've said to you. Probably not, because we keep getting attacked over and over. Hopefully, you're actually getting my words this time. I'm going to your channel. I'm going to see what this video is about. Hope. Okay. The video, Punk, that's on your channel is so demonic and evil that I have a hard time trusting you now. So why have you got demonic, evil stuff like that on your channel? Why have you got such demonic stuff on your channel? That's completely wrong, man. You're saying Jesus saved you and you're putting that on your channel? Really? One thing doesn't wash with the other, dude. One thing is going totally against the other. You're leading me to believe that you're trying to hose me here. Oh no, I saw him as soon as he showed up. You don't have to point him out. Trying to get to the bottom of why he's got demonic stuff on his channel, but he's claiming that Jesus saved him. But he's got the most demonic thing in his channel you can imagine. So why is one in opposition with the other? If Jesus really saved you, you would know not to have that on your channel. What about it is demonic? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Oh my, oh my. You are kidding. There's no way you can't see what's demonic about that. It's a skeleton, first of all, with a cross and a sword and the darkest music possible. The music is from the pits of hell. You gotta be kidding me. What about it is demonic? Do you know what the word demonic means? You are kidding. I know you're kidding. You've got to be kidding. You've got to be kidding. I would have a hard time finding something more demonic than that. So tell me, Punk, are you actually saying you don't understand how that's demonic? Because I'm going to direct everybody else. I don't even want to post it here. It's so demonic. I don't want to post it in the chat. I would show everybody, but it's too demonic to post here. I can't post it here. Anybody who can go to his channel and have a look Go look at the video. It's habits like the video. Anybody that wants to see something, see what he's talking about, he doesn't understand why it's demonic. Go to his channel and look. There's only one video posted. And tell me what you think. Is that demonic? It's not only demonic, it's downright frightening. It disturbed me to even listen to 30 seconds of it. And everything's froze up again. So we must be under attack again because you can't tell because he's going, "Ooh." He's singing like that. How could you even hear the lyrics? It's even, no matter what the lyrics are, punk, you can't make that okay. You can't make that video okay no matter what you do. No matter what you do, you can't make that video be okay with God. He's not okay with it no matter what. No matter what. Just the thumbnail. Just the thumbnail alone is so. If you go to his page, it's right there. It's the only video he's got posted. There's only one video. Well, if you click on Punk's name, won't it take you to his channel? You'd probably have to leave my stream and then come back to it. But you should be able to click on his name and go to his channel. Okay, if you saw his video, Lauren, does that look a little bit demonic to you? Or are you going to say that's totally fine? Because if you say that's fine, I'm going to start to wonder about you, buddy. I'm going to wonder about you if you say that. I didn't say every soul doesn't count. I said your video's demonic, is what I said. How does your video's demonic translate into every soul doesn't have a name and every soul doesn't count? How does one mean the other? It doesn't, punk. You're just distracting from what I'm saying. I'm saying that video is demonic. That's what I'm saying. I never said anything about souls. I didn't say anything about nothing counting. I said that video is demonic. How can you say you came to Jesus and you're posting that video? That is completely in violation of everything God commands you to do. You can't post that video if you're claiming to be a follower of Jesus. That's why the Lord directed you here, so I could tell you this. Lauren, that doesn't even make sense. I don't even know what you're saying. The video's demonic, dude. The video is obviously demonic. Anybody who sees it is going to be able to tell that. It's very obvious. It's a skeleton with a sword and a cross on his chest. A skeleton. Skeleton represents death, folks. Death. It does not represent life. It represents death. How can you post something that represents death and claim it's godly? That does not make sense. I don't even believe I have to say this. It's unbelievable that I even have to say what I'm saying. I'm not judging him. I'm judging his video. I'm judging his video. Have you seen the video? If you haven't seen the video, you can't judge anything. I'm not judging him. I'm judging his video. The video is demonic, folks. Not he is. I said the video is. That is not judging him. I can judge a video. I'm allowed to do that. I'm not only allowed to do it, I have to do it. Did you see it, Karen? Did you see the video in question? Has anybody seen it? Because, like, it's unbelievable that I even have to say this. Okay, we're going to settle this once and for all. I'm going to post it, then we're going to remove it, okay? We're going to remove it very quickly, but I'm going to allow everybody to see it. Okay? Heavenly Father, please forgive me for posting this in the chat. This is not to spread darkness. This is to help this person called Punk. There you go, folks. Have a look at that. And tell me that isn't the most demonic thing you've ever seen from somebody claiming to be a follower of Jesus. You have to be kidding me. I'm not judging anybody, Lone Wolf. I'm judging a video, okay? A video. Not him, the video. That's what he's trying to defend. And this is what Lone Wolf is going to defend too. Have a look at that and tell me if I'm supposed to put up with that in here. It's of Satan, exactly. You don't have to forgive me. I didn't do anything to you. I love you too. You didn't do anything and I didn't do anything. Your video is demonic is what I'm saying, Punk. That's all. It's your video. See, let's look at the opinions of everybody in the chat. Okay? Everybody in the chat agrees with me. That's as dark as it can possibly be. Exactly. It's nothing but a demonic video that you've got there. You can't claim to be following Jesus when you're posting stuff like that. Okay? Nobody's judging you. We're judging the video. The video, not you. We're judging the video. Why would you post something like that? Well, we're doing our best to help him. We're trying. Lone Wolf can say we're judging him. We're not. We're trying to help him. That's what I do wonder, Jesse, because it's so demonic. Anybody could see that's demonic. Posting that and claiming you're a follower of Jesus is it's ridiculous. Totally ridiculous. I'm a follower of Jesus, so I'm going to glorify death and hell. Like, it's unbelievable. It's less insufferable than you expected. I'm not sure what you expected, but yeah, exactly. He very well could be. I'm trying to give him a chance. I'm trying to give him a chance, and I'm trying to help him. But no one's going to tell me that video is appropriate for someone that follows Jesus. Give me a break. That's unbelievable. Ephesians 5:11 for Amber. Have no fellowship with the unfruitful works of darkness, but rather expose them. Correct. That's what we're doing here, Amber. That's exactly what we're doing here. So that's the perfect scripture for what I'm saying. This has nothing to do with judging anybody, but that video is clearly from the pits of hell. There's nothing good about it. It's dark and evil, and no follower of Jesus should be posting that on their YouTube channel, no matter what. Okay, there's no exception to that rule. Lauren, you're starting to worry me, okay? You are starting to concern me. Very much so. So don't get yourself put in a timeout, dude, because that's what I will do. It's quite possible he is just a troll. Because posting that and then coming in and saying you're a follower of Jesus, you'd have to fall and bump your head pretty hard to do that, right? There's something not right about it. Oh, I know there are. I know. I know that. We're giving them every chance we can. That's what I've heard. All right, Punk, you've heard the truth. So now we're going to get back to our business at hand. Okay, we've done what we can to help you. We're going to put you in timeout now. You can come back tomorrow if you get rid of that video and change your name to something reasonable. You'll be welcome back in here. We'd love to help you, but you're looking like a troll right now. So I'm not having you in here anymore today. Well, he's not trolling me anymore. He's gone. The Crusades is about the Catholics, old channel. It's the Catholics did some evil stuff. They murdered a lot of people. What can I say? That's what they did. And right, and there's one person in here who's saying he wanted someone to understand him first. That's not really the way I see that. So, okay, you're out of here too. Goodbye. You're talking to someone that's not even here anymore. So now you're not here either. I did quit smoking cold turkey, and it's been about a month. About a month. Demon infested evil ones. They're everywhere. They're everywhere. They come in here and thinking their comments are going to bother me. I mean, they just, I don't even care. They can say whatever they like. I don't care. Do not care a bit. Yes, God loves righteousness. That's all I do care about. I don't care about anything else. And that video was very clear indication that, I mean, his lone wolf buddy that's helping him out is going to defend that stuff. Obviously, they're on a one-way trip to you know where if they keep going that way. That's claiming he's saved by Jesus. I don't think so. I don't think so. God thwarts the craving of the wicked. Yep. Eternity is a long time. And we want to help them, but I'm not trying to help somebody at the expense of everyone else in my live stream. Okay, that's not going to happen. They get a chance, and if they want to get with the program somewhat and they're interested in hearing out what the truth is, at least having a reasonable conversation about it, they can even take an opposing view if they take it in a reasonable way. But no, that's enough of that. So that link right here, remove. That link is now gone. We don't want that around anymore. Oh yeah, the evil ones know God is real for sure. Of course they do. That's who they're opposing. That's who they're at war with. That's who they're at war with. They know very well that God is real. They totally know that. Bye, Ariel. Good luck today. Hope your day goes well. And I hope you get your unevenly yoked problem at least on the right track somehow. I pray for you about that. Heavenly Father, please guide Ariel today towards a solution for her problem of being unevenly yoked to a man who does not believe in you. In Jesus' mighty name we pray. Amen. I don't remember what you did, Chosen Path, but one thing I do know is you do something pretty much every day that I don't care for. So just try and behave today. Jay Fair, new person, referred to you by a close relative and friend of Jesus Christ. Watched a few videos now and wanted to share my appreciation for your time and commitment to your channel and views. Thank you very much, Jay Fair. Welcome. Glad to have you here. Think about Jehovah's Witnesses. I know some. Yes, they've been here. I invite them in. I invite them in and talk to them all the time. I don't know how many times they've been here. It's quite a few times they've been here. They don't believe in hell. That's the real problem. They don't believe in hell. They have a twisted doctrine. And also I believe in evangelizing, but they force their children to go around door to door with them in the neighborhood where the people who those kids go to school with they're going to their houses and knocking on the doors with those kids with them. They force the children to do it, and it gets the kids beat up at school and everything. It's really bad. It's okay, chosen path. That makes a lot of sense then. That's why you've got such a twisted way of thought. That's what your problem is. You're a Jehovah's Witness. Okay. You just explained a whole lot with that statement. You just explained a whole lot. That is a false religion, chosen path. That is totally a false religion. And you need to change what you're doing if you want to go to the right place when you die. If you don't, you guys don't believe in hell. That's why you're going along your merry way on this stuff. You don't even believe in hell, but the Bible's clear that hell does exist. So that is your biggest problem with your religion, is you guys don't believe in the fiery lake, which is where you guys will end up if you don't change your way of thought and start believing the actual Bible. You've made up doctrine about hell being fake. It's not even real. That's not true. It's very real. It's completely real. There's Chip. Good to see you, buddy. You missed all the morning excitement. It's a Christian brawl in here again today. Not really a brawl, but we had some people show up that weren't exactly holy. Somebody with a demonic video posted on his channel that was so demonic it was unbelievable. It disturbed everybody to watch it. And he was claiming that he was, what about a wretched punk that follows Jesus? A wretched punk. Who are you talking about, Stephen? What are you trying to say here? Jesse, it might be having problems, but the problem I've been experiencing is definitely my internet. They've been attacking it since last evening. Right on. You're welcome, Jay Fair. Glad to have you here. So Stephen Holiday, what are you trying to say about a wretched punk that follows Jesus? I don't know what you're getting at with that statement. Uh-oh. What is Steven's picture? I didn't check that out yet. He might even be. Oh, yeah, he's got a skeleton. Yep, we got another one, folks. We got another one. Well, welcome anybody who wants to hear the truth and who um, wants to help themselves. If you're here, we won't welcome somebody who's here to derail conversations. Yes, exactly. I won't welcome somebody who's here to cause trouble or to contaminate this live stream. Them I won't. You'll get a chance, but if you overstep boundaries, you'll get evicted. That's how it works here. Okay, so we will welcome anybody who wants to come to the Lord. Absolutely. Even somebody who doesn't want to yet, but is willing to act reasonable and just, participate in the conversation in a reasonable way, you'll still get to stay. When you cross certain boundaries, you will be evicted faster than you can blink. That's how it works. So now you know the rules. So a wretched punk. Why do you call yourself a wretched punk? And why do you have a skeleton on your profile picture? Are you a Satanist? Are you, tell me a little bit about yourself. Right on, AK. Good to see you. Waiting to hear from Stephen Holiday. Tell me a little bit about yourself. You call yourself a wretched punk, but I'm sure there's more to you than that. Oh, they might do some good things, but they don't believe in hell. They deny actual doctrine. So that's a problem. I'm hoping you can make the connection. I don't know what that means, Stephen. You're going to have to be a little more forthcoming than that. It might be, Cully. That's possible. We'll see. You're hoping I can make what connection? That's not enough information. So one more chance, and then I'm going to go back to what I'm doing here. I'm doing my job, and I'm not going to let you interrupt it. So one more chance. Tell me what you're all about, why you're here. It might be. It might be. You got one more shot. Where's your grace and what is your job? I'm doing it. I'm here doing my job. And I have lots of grace. But I don't let people derail my conversations in here and cause trouble. I've already explained that. Are you here to do that or are you here for another reason? So what are you here for? Why are you here? This is a Christian live stream. I wouldn't go to a Satanist live stream and hang out because I'm a Christian. So what would I be doing there? That wouldn't make sense for me to go to a Satanist gathering, would it? That would put me right out of place. I'd be around a bunch of people that don't share the same views as me. Why would I want to do that? Maybe if I was there to cause trouble and interrupt their gathering, I'd do that. But you're in a Christian place. So why does somebody who's a wretched punk want to hang out with Christians? That's my question, and it's a reasonable question. So unless you can answer it, you're going to get evicted. Right? You've already taken away from the topic at hand, from the teaching that I do here, which other people are interested in. Who did Jesus walk with? He walked with his apostles. He taught to the sinners. He taught to the sinners. which I also do. Believe me, that's who I spend most of my time teaching is the sinners. They're watching porn, they're doing drugs, they're hiring prostitutes, they have all kinds of demonic video games in their house. Sinners, 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 all kinds of them. That's who I teach to all the time. So the same as what Jesus did. What's your point? And who he walked with his apostles. So what's your point? If you think I ignore the sinners, you are incorrect. You should watch my videos. God said, speak to the ones watching pornography. God said, speak to the ones, whatever sin it is. I've made videos for all of them. And I do the same thing in here. So you're allowed to stay for now, Stephen, because you haven't done anything to make me boot you out. But we're going to watch you and see why you're here, because it doesn't make sense to me why somebody with a skeleton on their profile is in a Christian live stream. Yes, that's right, Chip. Completely right. Exactly. And Jesus would have said something to you about your skeleton on your profile picture because you're glorifying death. You're glorifying death. What is finished, Mark? Looks like you're doing witchcraft, actually. That's what I think you're doing. See, Memphis Fire 114. What is 114? Good morning, Jerry. Yes, coming here with a skeleton on your profile. That's what it says, Lauren. That's exactly what that says. It just screams it. It screams it. Okay, well, your skull is disturbing people. Your skeleton. So you need to change your profile picture if you want to hang out here. You can hang out here if you make one gesture and change. And Mark too. What's Mark got? Mark doesn't have a bad profile pic. He's just got an M, I think, doesn't he? Yeah, he's just got an M. So Mark, you can hang out too. I don't know who you are. You need to explain what you mean by it is finished. That sounds like you're doing some sort of spell, and that's like your so mote it be sort of thing. So Stephen, are you going to change your skeleton picture or not? We've all read the Bible, Stephen. I'm asking you one more time. You have one more chance, and then I'm just going to boot you, and I'm not going to bother with you anymore. Are you going to change that picture? It's disturbing the other people here to see a skeleton. We don't like that symbology here. We don't care for it. So are you going to change that and show that you don't want to glorify death? Or do I need to remove you from this very Christian live stream? One chance. Go. No, they're not, Ebony. That's right. He's got one chance. If he wants to stay, if he doesn't want to do it, he's getting evicted. I'm not having any more of this. This is taking all our time away from what we normally do here. I haven't gotten to talk at all about what I want to talk about because we're doing this constantly. They're doing this to distract and derail us. And I've had enough of it today, and I'm about to start evicting very quickly. One chance, Stephen. I agree, Cully. We're pretty much there. We got about 10 seconds left, and if Stephen doesn't answer, he's history. Goodbye, Stephen. That should solve all the problems we had for now. If there's anybody else, just let me know. I'll be back in a moment. Start the day and week to a positive session. Enough negativity. I agree. Ephesians 5:11. Yep, that's the one. No, we can't ignore the trolls, unfortunately, Samaji. We can't. Because they pull witchcraft and stuff when they come in here. I can't ignore them. Can't be ignored. And also, I can't be just booting people before I'm positive of certain things. I know my protocol, what it has to be. Okay. Topic is my focus for today. So they could fire. This is the second death. Matthew 3:10. Let's have a look at that. Even now the axe is laid to the root of the trees. Therefore, every tree that does not bear good fruit is cut down and thrown into the fire. That's right. Oh yeah, I know I made the right call. I'm confident of that. I give them all the chance I can. I give them as much chance as I can. We're not here to cast the sinners away. They're not just sinners though. You got to realize when somebody has a skeleton as their profile picture, they're probably a Satanist. And Satanists are deceptive. That's what they do. They deceive. So the Lord gave me discernment. Okay, I'm allowed to use my discernment. I'm not only allowed to use it, I'm called upon to use it. I'm not supposed to sit here and let Satanists walk all over me and my chat here. It's not going to happen. The Lord gave me that discernment to use. So I do. Yes, skull and bones, death cult symbology. It tells you all you need to know, really. If anybody who's actually just a sinner, they're not going to be that way, and he wouldn't change it. We see people all the time say, "Okay, I'll change that," and they change it, and they come back, and we go right on, and we give them encouragement, right? Not all Stevens are okay. No, not all. These are the Steves I know. These are the Steves I know. I know. These are the Steves I know. Exactly. That's right, Cully. Lauren, you need to get out of your roses and sunshine days that you're in, okay? You need to get out of that. Jesus did not walk around taking guff off of people and letting them walk on them. No, he didn't. Did he show love to the money changers or did he flip the tables over on them? Think about what you're saying, dude. Think about what you're saying. We're not supposed to walk around with all roses and sunshine. That's not it. That's not how it works. That's not what the Lord commissioned me to do. Believe me. The Lord put me in this position because he knows I'm tough, I'm strong, I'm resilient, and I'm suspicious. Okay? I'm suspicious. I don't walk around with this roses and sunshine attitude. That's not going to help you. That's how Jezebels take over your life. Listen to your roses and sunshine stuff. That's what the Jezebels love about you, right? That's why they take advantage of you. That's right. Washbar's work stat. That's a hard one to say. It's a past. Okay. I fully agree. That is enough of it. So there's no roses and sunshine. We're shining our light on the dark world. That's what the title of this live stream is. Okay? It's a very narrow path, Jay Fair. Very narrow. That's correct. And our job is to shine light into the darkness. But our job is also to expose the darkness. Expose the darkness. Somebody gave us Ephesians 5:12 there a while ago. That is exactly what I'm talking about. I think it was 5:12 about exposing it. Let's see here. 5:11. Have no fellowship with the unfruitful works of darkness, but rather expose them. Okay? Somebody going around with a skeleton as their profile picture is pure darkness. Pure darkness. Jeff's not about to write meditation songs, and you should stop talking to angels. That's what I'm going to say, Noah. You should stop talking to angels. He came to attack. Yeah, that's right, Jersey City Joe. That's probably right. Don't forget, Jesus sends people to hell every day. Certainly does. Run away from the Jezebels. So, yes, we are shining our light into the darkest places. What would you like to present, Jay Fair? If you're talking about a person in human form that you've discovered is an angel, but in flesh, literally in human form, that you can shake their hand and everything, that's okay. But if you're talking to angels you can't see, that is not okay, and you've been deceived. That's what I'm saying. Okay, but Lauren, every time one of these evil ones comes in here to troll us, you're jumping on their side. You got to stop doing that, okay? You need to start being a little more suspicious because the Dark Kingdom works on deception. That's what they use. That's all they use. And you're deceived easily. Okay, it's obvious that you're very easily deceived. You need to stop being so easily deceived. A little bit of suspicion, or actually sometimes a lot of suspicion, is very healthy. Noah, I don't know what you're getting on about, but everybody in the chat has been mentioning that your comments are getting weirder and weirder and weirder. So just know that everybody is now suspicious of you. So including myself. Your comments are getting very strange. It's a piece called Dance Macabre by Saint. Okay, no, we're going to go back. It's a multiple but short. How those closest to us hurt us most. Well, the answer to that is very simple. Who can hurt you? Are you hurt by somebody you barely know? Can they actually, can their opinion really affect you much? The only ones that can really hurt you are the ones that are closest to you. So if you just use plain simple logic, okay, plain simple logic says that the people who are going to cause you the most pain are the ones you care about simply because they can. That's it. We don't really need to dig into it any deeper than that. If you have a wife, let's say I have a wife, okay? I love her very much and her opinion matters to me. Well, if she does something, of course she's the one that's going to hurt me, as opposed to some neighbor I don't even know. He calls me an a-hole and gets his dog to poop on my lawn. Do I really care? Not very much. I clean up the poop, wave to him and smile, and I don't care. He's nothing to me. Why would I care what he does? I don't care what he does. The only thing I care about is what my wife did because that's my wife. So that's going to hurt me more. That's as simple as that is. Not rocket science at all. Very simple. Those who are closest to us have the ability to hurt us the most. Therefore, they're the ones who do. It's not necessarily that because they're closest, they're trying to hurt us. They might be. They might be. People who are closest to you have the biggest chance of being jealous for some reason or being envious, right? They're the ones that have the biggest chance of that. So that's why there's more chance of them hurting you than other people because they can and because they're in a position to. So that's all I'll say about that. Easier said than done. He's taking her children from her with lies, and the courts side with him. That's interesting. I've never seen courts side with a male. I've never seen it yet. That's a historical case. If the courts are siding with a guy, wow. Write about that in history books. That's never happened before. Here to apologize for the other night live stream. It's being like Peter when Jesus was about to get crucified. My empathic heart couldn't understand your work. I'm guessing you were saying that I was being too harsh and kicking people out when I shouldn't have, and that's fine. You're no problem. I I wasn't upset with you anyway, Monica. I don't recall you doing anything or saying anything out of line. I don't mind opposing opinions when people are reasonable, and I don't remember you being unreasonable about anything. So probably no reason to even apologize. We're good. You're good. I'm good. No worries. No worries at all. But thank you for the gesture. Takes a very mature person to even apologize for things like that. So you just displayed a really good trait, in my opinion. Can be communicated with the angels. God only speaks to the Lord, not mankind. If it's a human angel, that's a different story. Like I've said, he seems to be saying it's human angels in the flesh, but he's talking about me meeting them and stuff. Well, that's probably not going to happen because we're not even in the same country. We're not even in the same country. So what are you going to bring them to my front door? You're going to get on a plane and bring them here? That's weird, Noah. You're talking weirdness. Guess I'm just slow for expecting that they wouldn't all do that. Anybody you know, I mean, your family could be your worst enemies, right? Your family can literally be your worst enemies. Noah didn't get silenced. Not that I know. What do you mean, Noah? Why did Noah get silenced? He didn't get removed, I don't think. So, is Noah still here, or did somebody remove him? You have to alert me before he's just in timeout. For how long? For how long, chauffeur girl? I do actually agree that he probably needs that, but before we do anything to a regular like that, 30 minutes. That's fine. But just check with me before you put any real regulars. Like he's a regular for a long while. Check with me before you put any regulars in timeout. You have the authority to do that to the new people, but someone like him has been around a long time. Yeah, well, just check with me. Check with me before you put him in timeout. It's all good. He probably needed it because he's talking weirdness. He's talking weirdness. And other people have been coming to me and saying, "What's up with Noah? Something feels off with Noah. What's wrong with him?" I've been getting it from all kinds of people. So it's not just me that thinks there's something wrong there. It's a whole bunch of others think the same thing. It's on the roach in the room, and the cat was attacking it. Now it's in the lounge getting attacked by the cat. Are you getting cockroached, Mitchell? If you're getting cockroached, you need to take that very seriously. You are right. This may be a landmark case. Father is as devious and evil as they get. Courts don't care about good or evil. The courts never side with the man. So I was not making it hard for you, but the Lord still convicted me. Well, the Lord was probably just letting you know, Monica, that I do have to run a tight ship here. That's all. So you're totally good with me. I have no problem with you at all. Like I think you're a very mature, intelligent lady, and I think you're trying your hardest to please God, and you're doing excellent. So, you know, As far as I'm concerned, you're all good. You got no worries here with me at all. Right on, survive and thrive. That's good news. No, that's right, Chip. That's totally true. You're welcome, Monica, and thank you for your gesture of apologizing. But between the two of us, I don't think there's any need for you to. We're all good. You didn't do anything that I had a problem with. An opposing opinion is not a infraction. Being disrespectful, coming in here trying to derail my conversations or my teaching, these are things that I have a problem with, and you've never done that. Or expecting that you have some authority and say in what goes on. That's what people do that really bothers me. This is my live stream. I have to establish the authority that way. It belongs to me, right? It doesn't belong to anybody else. So those are the things that'll get me upset. And you didn't do any of those. I think I remember you saying, "Well, it's your channel." That's the perfect attitude. That's right. It's my channel. So as long as you acknowledge that, that's why I didn't have any problem with you. That's you did exactly the right thing. You can have an opposing opinion. I don't mind that. Angels, including those things which has not seen, vainly puffed up by his fleshly mind. Yeah, I think Noah is talking to demons and thinking they're angels. The same thing that happens to those who read Tarot. They think they're listening to angels and they call them ancestors and stuff. They got a pack of demons around them, right? They're completely possessed by demons and they're believing it's angels and stuff. Completely deceived, 100%. Yeah, Heaven's Daughter, just no emojis, please. You're welcome, and we are happy to have you here. We just have a rule of no emojis. So no problem. You didn't know, so no big deal. Just letting you know, and welcome. We're very happy to have you here. Good morning, Mr. Buzz and everyone. Thank you, Heavenly Father, for blessing this channel and all of your children. Welcome, Natalie. Nice to see you. Very nice to see you. You can imagine we are sinking, no help. He just lies all the time. I wonder why the courts are siding with him. What's going on? He must have some connections or something. Because literally never seen a man have any kind of success in family court. It just doesn't happen. Like, it doesn't happen. There has to be some reason it's happening. There has to be some reason. Give God me. It's not going to be me anymore. It's like an ego death. Mitchell, what you're doing when you attack by I agree, Lauren. That must be what's going on. There's something wrong. Everybody's noticed it. Mitchell, what you're doing when you give yourself over to the Lord is acknowledging that He makes better decisions than you. Okay, and you're just allowing Him to make all the decisions, realizing that your decisions are not near as good as His. Not only are they not near as good, yours are probably wrong because you're a human, right? That's why I gave my life to Him, because He does a whole lot better with it. And as soon as I did that, look what happened. Look at me now, in a way better place than I was 2 months ago. There's no comparison. Where I was 2 months ago and where I am now, you can't even compare the two. It's not even the same. I'm not the same person. My life is not the same. I don't have the same position in the world. It's all different. Everything that could be different is different, simply because I gave it to Him and said, God, I would rather you control all this because I am no good at it. I'm terrible at it. I suck. You're really smart. You can do everything here. Take me and do what you want with me. And finally, something good will happen in my life. Right? I'm tired of having everything go badly for myself because I'm leaning on my own understanding all the time. And my understanding is a little tiny human brain. It's a little tiny thing. Barely works. It barely works. That's what you're admitting when you give yourself to God. It's that simple. You're not really, it's nothing to do with an ego. Well, I guess you'd call it an ego death because your ego is what makes you want to make your own decisions and lean on your own understanding. Is a little tiny human brain. It barely works. It barely works. It's not much of a brain. It's not much of a brain. God's brain, whew, man, that's another story. God's brain does not get anything wrong. Okay, I have to end this live stream, folks. I have an emergency to attend to right away. So, Elena, who came to me last night, benzo withdrawal, she's in bad shape. I need to go. So, thank you all for being here. We will resume this later. After I deal with this, I'll be back. Remember that Jesus Christ is the way, the truth, and the life.